Snow.
Hey.
Nice to see you again, this time in London.
Yeah, can you believe it, Lars? We finally met here.
Again. So you're here on tour with the celebration of Hans Zimmer.
Yes, the World of Hans Zimmer, and this is our third tour and our second time in London. Last time we were in Wembley. Now we have the Bolshoi Belarusian Orchestra that are joining us. It must be about maybe 70 people, but there's also choir. Altogether, I think it's 200 people traveling. It's massive.
So let's go back to the, like 8 or 9 in a band, and then you stand in there and you're looking around. Look at all these people. How do you have to adapt much to be in?
Yeah, what I love about it is this: when you're playing in an 8-band combo, right? Everybody has a specific range that they have to cover, right? But even though there's this entire orchestra that's there, it's the same game. If you look at, the brass section, they have a tuba. That's the bass player, right? You have the woodwinds, you have your contrabassoon, that's the bass player. So it's just different timbres of the same thing spread out over 70 people. So it's easy to adapt. Being a composer myself, easy to adapt. The great thing about Hans Zimmer's music is literally the lowest frequency available to the highest frequency available, he'll compose for, right? And he's a great lover of bass. And giving us the artistic freedom as soloists allows us to jump between roles of each instrument. So I can be supporting the cellos, I can be supporting the violas, I can be supporting the contrabasses or the brass. And the construction of the bass played a significant role in the blending process of that. I was able to tune in literally to the available frequencies that the cellos or double basses don't have from the bowing side, that raspiness that comes out. And whatever was not there, so I'm not masking them, I was able to tune in with this and enhance it. So it's a fantastic marriage of the two worlds. We improvise as soloists a lot of the music. We have introductions, we have solo features, and we have solo sections between all of us that we can always vary. And Hans always encouraged us not to play what's on the paper. And I love that, so we really have a lot of freedom.
Oh, great. That must be something.
That's a blast.
So, just going up again here where I've watched you're using effects on the floor
Yes.
to change. What are you changing to get that high end?
Oh,
it's a
absolutely.
screaming guitar.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a lot of it is a mixture of. I've been using the bias amp application on the iPad, just for the high sustain, high gain drive stuff, but also the B7K from Dark Glass with designed impulse response that I put in there. That allows me to create that room mic sound, high edge, high sustain, without having to have the sacrifice of the room, the big halls, you know what I mean?
I met Snow Owl 2 years ago when we met for the first rehearsals to prepare the show. And I entered the room and I looked, there was sitting somebody with a huge bass, and I knew he was cool. And then we looked at each other and we heard ourselves playing, and then we just knew we were on the same page. This is the third tour so far, and I think for us it has just started. So because everybody's really relaxed, really cool, very comfortable with himself, and I think that's the most important thing. When you're on tour, you need to make sure that the personality of every bandmate is really like a positive vibe, otherwise. In the beginning, it's different because you're used to have a different exposure when you play, or maybe different lineup. But you get used to a beautiful and great sound so quickly. Then once you don't have it, you start missing it. And it's just amazing to be soloing on top these amazing orchestral sections, either with a flamenco guitar or with the electric guitar. And so far, I only had 2 experiences, which was playing 2 of Vivaldi's concertos in the past. But of course, this lineup is so massive that the emotion behind you really pushes you forward, and then your delivery becomes much more powerful. I have this beautiful intro, which is a very classic Spanish flamenco style, taranta, that's what they call it. And then I have the Mission Impossible theme, which I really love playing. It's a very thrilling song, and so many things happening through that song, yeah. I've been playing flamenco guitar since a little boy, so I have that one. Then in my teenagers, of course, I've started to hearing metals or electric guitars. I've got 2 electric guitars on stage. Then I have a Nylocaster, which is basically a Strat with nylon strings, modified and customized by Ben Woods, a friend of mine in Los Angeles. I have a bouzouki, a Greek bouzouki, and I have the ukulele. I did recover my first electric guitar from when I was 14, and it was a Phoenix Strat by Young Chung. He used to be a manufacturer from Korea, and he used to build for Fender, I think Fender Japan or something. So whatever, that ended, and they never did any further models. And this guitar, when I bought it secondhand, it just like went to a cupboard of a friend of mine, and I never saw it again. I recovered it eventually, and I rebuilt everything, new frets, new wiring, new pickups, new bridge, and I'm on tour with my first electric guitar.
You've got it on tour as well?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a close to the heart guitar, as we say. And then I have the flamenco guitar, which is my signature model, done by Jose Salinas. He's a guitar builder from south of Spain, Andalusia. And we've been working on these shapes, on these measures, woods that are like cedar tops, which make like a very nice, warm sound, but still powerful. My latest recording, it's a flamenco solo album, and it's called Andalusia. And basically it's a journey through Andalusia and the different regions, and each song I composed is dedicated to either Seville or Granada or Cordoba. I invited Snow Owl to record on 2 tracks, and then there is an amazing gypsy flamenco singer from Malaga. And the rest I did record. I recorded all the other guitars and bouzoukis, ouds. I have a guy from Cadiz, Katumba, Israel Katumba, an amazing percussionist. Lots of music, lots of like different sounds and emotions. That's a good thing.